Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen, to another deep dive into the fascinating world of ultra-luxury mobility and maritime history. Today, we are setting sail across the pond to uncover the amazing story behind a true piece of British naval heritage, a floating masterpiece that has just changed hands for a staggering sum of nearly $3 million. We are talking about none other than the legendary 1987 motor yacht, originally christened the Brave Goose, a custom-built pleasure craft that was once the absolute crown jewel in the extensive fleet of the late Sir Donald Gosling. If you are not familiar with the name, Sir Donald Gosling was a famous British parking garage millionaire, a dedicated vice admiral of the Royal Navy, and an absolute connoisseur of the luxury yachting lifestyle. His long life was filled with adventure, extreme opulence, and an unwavering love for the sea, making his vessels some of the most meticulously designed and cared for ships of their era. But among all the superyachts he owned throughout his fascinating life, this particular UK-built classic holds a very special place in maritime history. When the Brave Goose made its grand debut back in 1987, it immediately sent shockwaves through the marine industry and caused an absolute media frenzy across the United Kingdom. Measuring an impressive 45 meters, or roughly 147 feet in length, it held the prestigious and intimidating title of being the biggest yacht ever built on the iconic River Thames. The launch was so highly publicized and the vessel was so massive that there was genuine public concern and widespread speculation that the superyacht would not even be able to safely pass underneath the historic Richmond Bridge to make its way out to open waters. It was a spectacular feat of engineering and naval architecture that proudly showcased the absolute pinnacle of British craftsmanship during the late 80s. Sir Gosling commissioned this breathtaking vessel with a very specific and demanding vision in mind. This was not meant to be just another temporary plaything to be used for a couple of seasons and then quickly sold off to the highest bidder. He fully intended for this to be the definitive pleasure craft that he would keep for the rest of his life.
Because of this lifelong commitment, the yacht was constructed with an unprecedented level of special attention paid to every single detail, requiring Sir Gosling's personal approval for every material, layout decision, and engineering choice before it was permanently implemented. Today this vessel, which was later renamed Wilhelmina by subsequent owners, stands out incredibly well even among its peers from the golden era of late 80s and early 90s yacht design. It is widely regarded as a 100% British masterpiece in both its physical form and its seafaring spirit, which makes it an exceptionally rare find on the modern brokerage market and a highly coveted collector's item for maritime purists. While a 45-meter yacht might look somewhat modest when parked next to the modern towering giga-yachts of today's billionaires, the classic lines, sweeping profile, and elegant proportions of this vessel exude a timeless sophistication that simply cannot be replicated by modern shipyards. However, maintaining a classic yacht of this magnitude is no small feat, and thankfully this historic vessel has been incredibly fortunate to pass through the hands of owners who truly understood its value and legacy. Over the decades, the yacht changed hands and names several times, but it was always meticulously maintained and regularly upgraded through a series of extensive multi-million-dollar refits. In the year 2000, it underwent a comprehensive and exhaustive complete rebuild to bring its mechanical systems and interior accommodations up to the demanding standards of the new millennium. This was followed by a stunning full exterior repaint in 2018 that restored its original factory-fresh luster. Most recently, the yacht received subsequent highly detailed refits in 2022 and 2024, ensuring that it remains in absolutely pristine, excellent shape for whatever the next chapters of its future hold. When revisiting the yacht in 2022, former Captain Mark Upton, who originally served on board as a crew member a remarkable 25 years prior, made some fascinating observations about how the vessel has aged. He noted that even after all the extensive modern refits and technological upgrades, this UK-built masterpiece still looked and felt exactly like a true classic should.
He described the onboard atmosphere as sitting somewhere perfectly in between a vintage 1970s gentleman's yacht and a more contemporary pleasure craft, particularly highlighting the inclusion of a highly desirable full-width owner's cabin that offers panoramic views and exceptional comfort. However, Captain Upton also pointed out an interesting quirk of its vintage design. When compared directly to modern superyachts of a similar 45-meter length, the interior volume of this classic vessel feels significantly smaller. This is primarily due to the specific layout traits and the sleeker, lower-profile hull designs that were favored during the 1980s, long before the industry shifted toward the massive multi-deck floating mansions we see dominating the marinas in Monaco and Miami today. But for the purist who just purchased this maritime legend for nearly $3 million, that slightly smaller interior volume is likely seen as a feature rather than a flaw. It forces a more intimate connection with the ocean and offers a truly authentic vintage yachting experience that modern sterile superyachts simply cannot provide. The sale of this incredible vessel marks the continuation of a legacy that started on the banks of the River Thames nearly 4 decades ago. It is a floating testament to the vision of Sir Donald Gosling, a man who loved the sea so much that he built a ship that would outlive him and continue to bring joy, adventure, and unrivaled luxury to those fortunate enough to walk its teak decks. The classic yacht market has been seeing a massive resurgence lately, as wealthy buyers increasingly look for vessels with genuine history, proven ocean-crossing pedigree, and a unique story to tell, rather than just commissioning another soulless, ultra-modern build that looks exactly like everything else on the water. The fact that a 100% British-built yacht from the 1980s can still command a price tag of nearly $3 million is a testament to the enduring appeal of classic naval architecture and the unmatched quality of its original construction. It will be incredibly exciting to see where the new owner decides to take this historic vessel next, whether it will spend its days cruising the glamorous coastlines of the Mediterranean, exploring the remote islands of the Caribbean, or perhaps even returning home to the waters of the United Kingdom, where its incredible journey first began.
Let me know what you guys think about this spectacular piece of maritime history down in the comments section below. Would you rather spend $3 million on a beautifully restored classic yacht with a fascinating backstory and Royal Navy connections, or would you take that money and put a down payment on a brand new, highly modern superyacht, packed with the latest technology but lacking that vintage soul? I always love reading your perspectives on these incredible luxury mobility stories. Thank you all so much for tuning into today's video. Make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of classic yachting. And if you are new here, do not forget to subscribe to the channel for more daily updates on the most fascinating vehicles, yachts, and mobility concepts from around the globe. Stay safe out there on the water, and we will catch you in the next one.